What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be taking you through my diet. I'm going to be explaining to you the certain diet that I follow while I'm on my competition prep and the way it changes obviously from a bulk or an off season. So to be fair, my diet becomes the most stereotypical bodybuilder diet when I'm prepping for a competition. So usually for breakfast what I like to have is have some form of oats or cereals just because my body reacts really well to them kind of carbs. You know, it's also good to get in some complex carbs first thing in the morning. I have that with a protein shake. Then for my next 3 meals throughout the day, chicken and rice. It's as simple as that, honestly. I do add some sort of sauces, I do add some vegetables sometimes. It does depend kind of what I'm cooking, like what sauces I'm cooking with. That will obviously affect whether I have vegetables, any extra little bits and bobs with it. I don't really count the veggies or anything like that for like the extra macros, just because to me personally it is a bit irrelevant, so it's minor additions to the meal. Last meal of the day consists of 400 grams of cottage cheese, so I have that relatively late at night. It is always post-workout, and I always have that, it's usually around 11 o'clock. You know, that's my last meal before going to bed. Cottage cheese actually has some slow releasing protein in it, so while you're asleep your body has a continuous supply of protein, which is obviously what you want, especially after workout, where your body requires, you know, nutrition to kind of rebuild itself. So when it comes to actually cooking the chicken, you know, there's nothing fancy. I prefer to do it on the pan just because of preferences. I prefer the texture of it. I do sometimes do it in the oven as well. It just depends how much time I have to hand. Nothing fancy about it, to be fair. I choose different kind of sauces to use. Most of the time it is some sort of tomato sauce though, just because that's the leanest kind of sauce that I can get. Obviously tomatoes in general have got very few carbs as a vegetable at the end of the day. I've decreased my carbs, so I'm literally just having 25 grams of rice per meal with my chicken. So it is very low, but it's, as I said, it's as stereotypical as it gets, just chicken and rice all over again. So I will be making different videos as well about my diet as I get to it. I will be covering an off-season diet as well that I have when I'm done with my competition. When I do begin a bulk then, I will be covering a clean bulk diet as well once I get to that. So I hope you've learned something useful from this video. I hope you can kind of get some pointers from it and use it to your own diet. If you've got a minute, then I would appreciate it if you could check out my website, www.adrianfitme.com.
Till the lights go out. So like